everybody. Happy Wednesday. Welcome to Pilates. My name's Leah May. I think you all came last week, right?
I haven't.
Oh, okay. Hi, friend. What's your name?
Savannah.
Savannah. Leah May. Nice to meet you. If you've never done Pilates before, perfect class to try. If you've done it before, fabulous. Every class is going to be a little bit different, so you always get something new. So one thing about Pilates is we want to use our breath as our motor. I like to call the breath as the motor behind the movement. So I'm going to give a lot of cues saying to inhale and exhale with specific movements. We'll do that at the very top just so you can understand kind of how that works. And what we do is we think about engaging the body from all aspects, not just our physical being. Because when when we're in a good mental state, our physical state is often more improved. And when will we do that? Through breath. So just aware of that. If you've never taken a Pilates class, we will do some of that. And other than that, just follow along. If you have any troubles, if you feel pain, always stop. There's a difference between being uncomfortable and pushing ourselves in pain, right? We never want to be in pain. Of course, we want to push ourselves to our fullest capabilities. But if you feel sharpness or anything, come out of the pose, give yourself a break, and join us whenever you're ready. Sound good? All right. We'll start standing today. We're going to start in that wide stance again, my favorite stance. Toes are facing the outside. We're just going to close our eyes here. We're going to bring all of our focus to our breath. So you can think about inhaling for 4, and then we exhale. Inhaling through the nose, and then we exhale through the mouth. 2 more, just focusing on the breath. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, and we exhale. Last one, we inhale. And we exhale. Opening the eyes, bringing the hands to the base of the ribs. We're going to inhale. 2, 3, 4, and we exhale. I want you to see the movement in the rib cage. Keep the shoulders relaxed. Inhale. Last one, we exhale. Dropping the arms. We're going to lift the shoulders on the inhale. And we're going to roll them back on the exhale. Fabulous. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. You can take this time, set an intention. Why'd you come to class today? You can think it to yourself. Be proud of yourself. Back up. Now we're going to roll to the front. There we go. It can be strength, flexibility, to get your body moving, to celebrate what you can do. Last one. On that exhale, drop that chin to the chest. We're remaining nice and tall in our posture. All that's lowering is that chin. We can bring our hands to the back of our neck, give ourselves a little bit of love. Our neck, especially with these digital days, is often in an uncomfy position. Go ahead and drop the hands on the next exhale, rolling your ear over to one side. Think about dropping this opposite shoulder. Beautiful. Go ahead and inhale. And exhale, rolling through the opposite side. We're just warming up the muscles here. Think about dropping this opposite shoulder. Beautiful job. One more time to the other side. Dropping this opposite shoulder. If you want a little bit of extra stretch, you can bring your hand to the top of your head. Even just placing your hand here, you're going to feel a deeper stretch. You don't even have to pull. One more time on that exhale, switching sides. And hand on top of that head if you want. Beautiful. Exhale, we're dropping our chin to our chest. We're inhaling, lifting the face, rolling out the wrist, keeping our legs nice and wide. Think about lifting the knees. We're going to start by engaging that movement. So we'll inhale up, exhale down. We inhale up. We exhale down. We inhale up. You can add that slight bend of the knees if you want. Inhale up. All right, it's time to go into our sweep. So we're going to inhale up. Then we're going to go into a deep squat. And we inhale up, Deep squat down. Beautiful. Inhale up. Deep squat down. Last one. We're warming up those quads, those hips. Here we go. And we're going to hold right here. You can place the hands on the knees, hands on the floor, or hands up. Think about sitting back in your chair. You want your weight to be in the heels. Your toes should be able to lift up. Warming up those quads and hamstrings. Those are the easiest muscles for us to tear, so we want to make sure they're nice and warm. 4 more seconds. Last 3, 2, 1. Rise it up. We're going to go again. Inhale up. Sweep it down. Use that breath. Inhale up. Sweep it down. You can widen your stance a little bit if you want. And sweep it down. We inhale up. Sweep it down. We're going to hold here for 16 more seconds. Last one, you got it. The legs should be burning right here in the back of the glutes, all through the knees, all the way through the calves. Warming up those legs up. Heart rate should be getting a little bit higher. We have 4 more seconds. You got this. In 4, 3, 2, 1. Hands to the floor. Straighten the legs. Rock side to side. Beautiful job. Have those deep inhales and exhales. If you want, you can grab opposite elbows. Rock side to side, releasing that spine. That's my favorite way to warm up the legs. A few more rocks, and when you're ready, we're going to place our hands on the mat. We're going to bring our hands in front of our gaze. So you may have to walk forward a little bit. Our weight is still in our legs and our toes are still facing the outside. We're going to go into side-to-side lunges. So what we're going to do is we're going to shift our weight over to one side. We lunge, and then we come up. We lunge it to a side, and then we come up. We're warming up those hips again. Back of the hamstring, lift it up. We inhale and exhale. We inhale. We're looking down at our hands. Our neck is nice and relaxed, but it's not hanging like a rag doll. We don't want to get dizzy. And exhale up. Last one. Inhale and exhale. Holding right here, bringing the left hand to the center of that gaze. Inhaling, we're going to lift the right hand up, opening the chest to the right side. Feeling that shoulder stretch, opening the chest, light spinal twist. Inhale. And on that exhale, switching hands, right hand in the center, inhaling that left hand up. Beautiful job. And exhale down. One more time on both sides. Inhale up. Find your breath here. Exhale down. One more time on that left side. Inhale up. And both hands to the ground. While you're here, go ahead and drop to one knee and the other and sit back in child's pose. So child's pose is a great place you can go if you ever have pain. If you feel your heart rate getting a little too high, this is a great way to lower that heart rate and to relax the body, but you're still keeping active, right? So you still feel that stretch in the back of the spine, but our body's released. So this is a great place to go if you ever need to. Go ahead and grab a drink if you need. And we're going to come on our mat, on our hands and knees, so you can turn to where you're getting to use the entire mat. And we're going to start on our hands and knees. We're going to work our shoulders, our core, our legs, all of our muscles. But first, we want to find that neutral alignment here on our hands and knees. So as we were just talking about, some people have really sensitive knees. And a lot of times this happens because we're putting too much weight on our knees when we're on our hands and knees. So I want you to look. Since we've got a mirror in front of us, it's really nice. I want you to look at your shoulders, elbows, and wrists. And we want them to be perpendicular to the floor. So we don't want our weight to be back, but we also don't want our weight to be forward. We want it to be nice and perpendicular. And then I want you to look at your hips and your knees. We also want those perpendicular. Oftentimes, knee troubles can happen when we're like this. So we want to really be on those patellas and the knees are engaged. Try to bring your feet flat to the floor. We don't want to crunch our toes. Engaging the legs. Beautiful. And right here, we're looking down at our mat, so our neck is engaged and in a neutral position. You should feel strong here. You should also feel the core working. Think about bringing the belly button into the spine. We don't want to just release our core. Engaging the core and holding right here. We're going to do a few cat and cow. So we're going to inhale. We're going to lift the top of our head and the top of our tailbone to the sky. Curving that spine. And we're going to exhale. We're going to inverse, tucking in the spine, bringing the chin into the chest. And again, both directions. Moving on your own breath, just warming up the spine. You may have a few pops, that's okay. This should feel nice and relaxing. You shouldn't have any pain in either position, so keep that in mind when deciding how far you're going to go into the stretch. One more time, both directions. And when you're ready, coming back to that neutral spine. And when you're ready, we're going to shift our weight over to one knee, and we're going to lift one leg up parallel to the floor. So you can decide which leg. We're going to do both sides. But we want this foot to be engaged. So we want to either point or flex that extended foot. So your choice. We just want to make sure the entire leg is engaged. And we're going to hold right here. If you're having trouble with your balance, look down at your mat at a spot that's not moving. So if you've got a shadow, if you can see yourself, try not to look at that. Odds are you're moving. Humans, we tend to move. Look at something that is stagnant. Find your breath right here. We're going to hold for 8 more seconds. We have 4, 3, 2, and 1. We're going to drop that knee down. We're going to switch sides. So go ahead and start in that neutral spine. And when you're ready, shift your sides over to the opposite leg. Again, engaging the entire leg, pointing or flexing that extended leg. Find your strength here. Engage the core, belly button into the spine. Finding that spot that's not moving. In our stillness, we can find our strength. So if you feel like you're off balance, you're wiggling, that's okay. Your body's getting stronger with every wiggle. Last 4, 3, 2, and 1. Dropping that knee down. We're going to go back to that original side. Start in that neutral. When you're ready, lifting that original leg up. Engaging the leg, pointing or flexing that foot. You can hold here if you want. If you want to go for a challenge, we're going to go into Jaguar Pose. So we're going to inhale and lift the opposite arm up parallel to the ground. We want the hand to be engaged. So think about spreading the fingers wide. Finding that balance, looking at that spot that's not moving. You can stay here if you like. If you want to go further, we're going to do running jaguar. So we're going to inhale. We're going to bring the knee and the elbow in. And we're going to exhale and extend in opposite directions. Keeping that control. We inhale in. And we exhale out. We're going to do 4 a little bit faster. So we inhale in. And we exhale out. We inhale in. And we exhale out. 2 more. You've got this. Inhale in. Exhale out. Last one. We inhale in. And exhale out. Dropping that arm, keeping the leg lifted. You should be feeling it here in the arms, the shoulders, the core. That supporting leg is doing a lot of work. Holding here 4 more seconds. 3, 2, and 1. Dropping that leg. All right, we've got our opposite side. When you're ready, lifting the opposite side up. Finding strong here. Engaging that leg. Again, you can see here, if you'd like, you can even do your running jaguars with us. But if you want to go further, going into Jaguar Pose, opposite arm is extended. Engaging the hands, fully extend those fingers. Get ready, we're going to do 2 slow running Jaguars. Here we go. We inhale in, really crunching the core, and we exhale out. You're stronger than you think. You've got this. We inhale in. Woo! And we exhale out. Here we go. 4 fast. Last time. We inhale in, and we exhale out. We inhale in, and we exhale out. Last 2. Here we go. We inhale in, and we exhale out. Last one. We inhale in, and exhale out. Dropping that arm, keeping the leg lifted for 8 counts. Feeling those muscles that are doing the work. Giving them a good job. Last 3, 2, 1. Dropping the leg. Open the knees slightly. Sit back in child pose. Beautiful work, you guys. Grab a drink if you need. Find that breath here, those deep inhales and exhales, which in a mask are twice as hard. So we really have to focus on that breath. Beautiful job, you guys. All right, when you're ready, we're coming back up on the hands and knees. We're gonna give our legs and hips and back a little break. We're gonna work on these arms. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna walk the hands about 6 inches forward. We're gonna tuck in the belly button into the spine, and we're going to slightly shift the weight forward. The knees should feel protected here. If you feel a lot of weight on your knees, maybe open the stance. We want our feet to be flat. We want our feet to support us. And our weight is majorly in these shoulders. So you'll see here my core is engaged. I'm not relaxed. Nice and engaged here. If you want, you can just hold here. This is a variation of the plank pose. So you'll feel it in the shoulders. You'll feel it in the core. You may even feel it in the glutes and in the back. If you want to join me, we're going to do some yoga push-ups or chaturanga. So what we're going to do is we're going to keep our elbows into our body. And we're going to inhale. We're going to come down about 6 inches. And we exhale and we come up. We're not going down very far. The elbows are staying in. We inhale down and exhale up. We inhale down, exhale up. Inhale down and exhale up. 4 more right here. We inhale and exhale. Last 3. Inhale and exhale. We got this. Last 2. We inhale and we exhale. We inhale and exhale. No matter where you are, we're going to hold right here for 16 counts. In our stillness, we find our strength. 8 more counts. You've got this. Last 4, 3, 2, and 1. Walking the hands back, opening the knees, sit back in child's pose. You want to stretch out those arms and the shoulders. We're going to inhale. We're going to lift one arm up to the sky. We're going to exhale and weave it under the opposite shoulder. And then we're going to lay down on that arm. On that next exhale, bringing that hand up to the front. Inhaling, lifting that opposite arm up. Exhaling, weaving it through. We've got one more section until we're into our stretches and cool down. So friends, you've got it. On that next exhale, extend that arm forward. And our last section is going to be all about our back. It often gets neglected and forgotten. So we're going to come and we're going to lay all the way down on our mat. You can adjust yourself to find some comfortableness. And we're going to bring our forehead down to the floor. Our hands are by our head, almost like we're in a showing your muscles position, but our hands are flat to the floor. Our toes are flat. Find your position here, nice deep breath. What we're gonna do is we're gonna inhale, we're gonna keep the legs on the ground, but we're gonna lift the chest up. We're gonna exhale back down. Do this a few times just to find the position. Inhale up, and exhale down. Beautiful. If you're feeling a little bit more comfortable, we're gonna add one pose in the middle. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna inhale, straighten, bend, and down. That'll be the position. We're gonna do 8 of those. Here we go. We inhale, straighten, bend, and down. We inhale, exhale. We inhale, and exhale. We inhale. We're halfway there, friends. We just have 4 more. You got this. We inhale. We inhale. And exhale. Last 2. We inhale. And exhale. We inhale. And exhale. You can lay your head to one side. Get some breath. Beautiful. We have 1 more set in this position, but what we're going to do is we're going to extend the hands forward. We want our thumbs to be facing the sky. And we're going to go swimming for 16 counts, and we're going to do it twice. So what we're going to do is we're going to inhale. We're going to lift the chest, and we're going to lift the thighs and feet off the ground. We're looking down toward our mat, and when you're ready, we're gonna swim. So we're alternating our hands and our feet. It's not the most beautiful pose, but we're swimming through the waters. We have 8 more counts. Feeling the muscles. Last 4, 3, 2, and 1. Dropping down. 8 count reps. We have 1 more set of 16. You got this, guys. Here we go. Let's lift and swim. I would love to be swimming right now in the pool. Keep those hands and feet moving. 8 more counts. You got this. Last 4, 3, 2, and 1. Dropping down. You can bring your hands to your shoulders, rolling through, sitting down in child's pose. Great job. Grab a drink if you need. We're going to move on to some stretches and cool it down. Beautiful. All right, when you're ready, we're gonna come up and we're gonna sit on our knees. If this is uncomfortable for you, you can come on your hands. But what we're gonna do is we're gonna do a stretch called a toe stretch. This is good for our feet. Again, our feet get neglected too. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna tuck all of these toes under here. So you may have to use your fingers to make sure you get your little pinky toe. And when you're ready, we're gonna put all of our weight in these heels and we're gonna sit back. We're gonna hold here for 20 seconds. You'll start to feel it in about 5 seconds or so. But find that breath. We're over halfway there. Last 4, 3, 2, and 1. Coming out of it. One of my favorite stretches. We're going to inverse the stretch, so we're going to tuck our toes the opposite way. We're just going to sit back on this for 10 seconds. We sit back for 10. This one's a little bit more uncomfortable. 3, 2, and 1. Coming out of that pose. On the hands and knees, you can roll up those ankles if you want. Beautiful. Staying on the hands and knees, we're going to bring one foot forward and we're going to lean into it like a low lunge. We want to look at the alignment of our ankle and knee. So we want our ankle to either be in line with our knee or in front of our knee. We do not want our ankle behind our knee. If our ankle's behind our knee, it's going to cause us knee pain, and it's actually not going to stretch you out. So contrary to popular belief, the lower down you are doesn't necessarily mean you're getting a better stretch. You can bring your hands to both sides of the feet, or to the inside, or just have one hand down. Totally up to you. We're stretching this back leg here, the top of that hip flexor and through the IT band. Find your breath here. Beautiful. When you're ready, we're going to inhale. We're going to shift our weight to the back. We're going to straighten the front leg. You may have to wiggle it forward. And we're going to flex the front foot. And what I want you to think about is your tailbone is reaching toward the sky. So you want to try to almost straighten your back. So if we're here, we want to think about lifting the chest and pulling up that tailbone. You'll feel a great stretch through this hamstring. If you need extra, you can try to overflex that foot, so maybe pull the toes into you. And beautiful release, bringing that foot back. Switching sides, bringing the opposite leg forward. And we're leaning into that lunge, looking at the alignment of the ankle and knee. You should be able to see that ankle. Back foot is nice and flat. Hands are where you choose. Whatever's most comfortable or gives you the best stretch. Really breathe in this pose. We work those hips a lot at the very top of class. And when you're ready, we're going to inhale, shifting the weight back, wiggling that front foot forward, straightening the front leg, flexing that foot, bringing the tailbone and chest to the sky. The stretch is deceiving. It does not look like you're getting a great stretch. So I'm getting a great stretch. I hope you guys are too. Good. And exhale, release. Beautiful. We're going to roll over to a seated position. And we're going to come into Mermaid Pose, one of my favorite, most beautiful poses. So what we're going to do is we're going to bring our feet over to one side. It's going to look different on everybody. So some people really bring their feet back. Some people's feet are not very far back. Do whatever's best for you, but we want to be able to sit without hand support. So find a position that works for you without hand support. Beautiful. So go ahead and inhale the arms up. We're going to exhale and go toward the legs. So we're going to bring that hand down, going toward the legs. You'll feel a great stretch right here. You'll also feel it right here in this crushed hip right here. It's a nice kind of massage. Find your breath. Imagine you're at the beach on our wellness weekend. Inhale the arms up. We're going to exhale the opposite way. So bring that arm down, really opening up. One more time to that first side. Inhale the arms up. Exhale the arms down. And coming back up, we're going to switch sides. So shifting the legs over again. It may look different on this side, but find how you can sit without the support of your hands. And when you're ready, we're going to inhale the arms up. Exhaling, going toward the legs. Beautiful mermaids. Inhale the arms up. Exhaling away from the legs. Inhaling the arms up one more time toward the legs. And inhale the arms up. Relax the arms. Last pose is going to be a good old butterfly. We're going to bring the soles of our feet together, and our knees are just going to let open. I want you to grab a hold of either your ankles, your shins, even your knees, and we're going to bring our chest up. We want to be seated in a nice, tall position. Just this alone is going to open your hips up. If you're in this position nice and tall and you feel like you can go a little bit further, the key is to keep the spine straight while we lean down. If we curl the spine, we lose the opening in the hips. So keeping the spine straight, you can try to go down an inch or two, or however far you can go. The spine is still straight. Beautiful. 4 more seconds here. And now we're gonna release the spine. You can release the hands. This is actually a better stretch for your back than for your hips. When I was in grade school in PE, they always said nose to toes. So we used to do that, tuck our head in. And beautiful, coming back up. And you can find yourself at a nice, comfy seated position. It can be a crisscross, your legs can be open, whatever's comfortable for you. We're gonna find that nice, tall position. We're just gonna close our eyes. We're gonna finish the way we started class, focusing just on the breath. So breath is something that we can work on no matter where we are, no matter what we're doing. Our breath is our lifeline. And our capacity of breathing gets better the more we work it. Just like the more we run, the longer we can go. The more we work our lungs and our breath, the more air it can hold. Maybe thinking about that intention if you set one at the beginning of class. So at the beginning we thought, why did we come? And now you can think about, why did I come? Did I get what I came for? Maybe you got something completely different. And that's okay. If anything this year has taught us is that expectations can change. But that doesn't mean that it's all negative. Finding that breath. Keeping the eyes closed on that next exhale, dropping the chin down to the chest. You can roll the neck side to side, shoulder to shoulder, one last time. And when you're ready, bringing your chin back to your chest. We're gonna lift our face and open our eyes. We end every class in Pilates or yoga class with the namaste. Namaste means that inner light sees, recognizes, and loves inner light in all of you, and all of you that are watching as well. We bring our hands together. They come to our head, they come to our chin, and we say namaste. Namaste. Thank you guys so much.